Today, investors got another surprise. Retail sales for the holiday season were a lot weaker than expected, posting their worst monthly plunge since 2009. And that caused the stocks to jolt lower at the open. And after a volatile day, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 103 points to 25,439. The Nasdaq was up 6 and the S&P 500 was down 7. And that sharp drop in retail sales is raising questions about the economy. Steve Liesman has more.
The largest monthly decline in retail sales in 9 years, reported today by the government, raised new questions about the outlook for the economy this year, with specific concern about whether the American consumer is weaker than originally thought. In data that was delayed by the shutdown, the government reported that retail sales for December plunged 1.2%. Wall Street had expected a 0.1% gain. The report, which covers the critical Christmas selling season, showed sales decline in most major categories, including department stores and gasoline stations. The numbers for internet retailers were even negative. Fed Governor Lael Brainerd, in an exclusive CNBC interview, said the data added to a growing list of concerns she has about the economy.
Certainly caught my eye. It's a miss. It's 1 month of data, so don't want to take too much signal from it, but certainly adds to a story where we want to take on board that there's some downside risks. At the same time, we're still getting pretty good numbers, more recent numbers on payrolls.
The big retail miss prompted economists to slash their outlook for fourth quarter growth by 0.7 of a percentage point to 2.4%. That would make it the weakest quarter since the first quarter of 2018. But there were questions about whether too much was being made of the one retail number because of some unique events.
The consumer was losing momentum going into this final number for 2018, but it also reflects the government shutdown, or at least the initial days of the government shutdown. So the question is, does this weakness reflect a bigger issue in terms of the consumer pulling back, or is this temporary weakness and we should expect a rebound as we wait for those January and/or February figures?
Brainerd said the retail number reinforced her support for the Fed's current policy stance, which is to be on hold. She said, quote, "I'm comfortable waiting and learning." For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman in Washington.